Hello there and welcome back to Build with the Boys. We now have, very excited about this, the newest book nook from Rolife, which is Falling Secura. Now this is the first one of their 2023 releases. We built all four of the 2022. You can see them behind me over here. And we really enjoyed them. So naturally, when they said they were doing another, I wanted it. And we've got it. Now this does look different to the other ones that we've done. I would say at a glance, it looks simpler, but I don't think that they've done that. I don't think they're dumbing these down. I think this is the look this one's gone for. So this is the first one of these they've done that features a character. So this has got more of a kind of anime and animated feel to it, a more cartoony look to it. I was disappointed when the name Falling Secura, because we've literally just done a Sakura Blossom one. So it seemed, I don't know, it seemed strange. Now I say the first. That's because there are more of these coming. And I can tell you what the next one is. I'll tell you at the end what the theme of the next one is. Because I did speak to them. So I spoke to Rolife and found out what more we've got to come. But we'll talk about that a bit more at the end. We're going to get this open, take a look what's inside it. We'll go through all the elements. Now, I know that from a lot of the comments we received from the other book nooks that we built, all four of those are up on the channel. You can go find those. The problems that come up. So what we're going to do is, as I build this, I'm not going to show you every single element of the build. The difficult parts we're definitely going to show, and the light in the electrics, 100%. We will do a full sort of tutorial on how to do your electrics, because that seems to be the thing that people have the most problems with. So we'll go through all of that. We'll take a look after each page of instructions, where we are, what we're doing, how it's gone together. But I mean, most of this is pushed to fit, so you'll be more than capable. But if there's anything I think, okay, that's a little tricky, we'll go into it a little bit more. I think there's some elements in this one we haven't seen another one before. There appears to be some materials we haven't used before, so that'll be interesting as well. But let's get this one open. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's what we get in the box. We've got our board. It's a very colourful one, this one. You can see some of the materials we've got. We've got some sandpaper as normal. We've got the mirror elements. We've got some roofing elements here. So that's all pretty standard. We have our instruction book, which feels quite small compared to other ones. This actually feels quite light. And then, yeah, so this is what I was talking about. We've got this very large, this is plastic, this is molded plastic rock, which is going to give this, I mean, textures to this book that we haven't seen before. Now, because these are pressboard models, they tend to be, they have a nasty habit of being a little bit 2D. But you can see the kind of texture and style of that. Not so much. This has got a very lovely waterfall effect. Now we've got these steps over here as well. That's another plastic element. It's interesting. I'm interested in that. Yeah. So we have our lighting. This is the one that caused everyone a lot of problems. Now I can already see they've done something better. We don't have to actually wire the bulbs to the lights. That's quite nice, because there were a couple we've had to do that, and that's a bit of a nightmare. But those are our lights there. Here's our battery pack and our touch switch. Got an LED strip in there, that's new as well. We've not used one of those in these before. We have what appears to be some cloud elements there. And our glue. Now, regardless of what you think about it, I actually love Rolife's glue. I think it's bloody fantastic. And if I could buy like pints of this stuff, trust me, I would, because I think it's great. But let's get this open, let's get into it. Okay, so our first few pages of instructions are done. It's a nice subtle start. We're making some elements that we are going to attach inside of the nook. Now, all we've done with these is we've taken these parts, which are all ease, they're wooden. We've added some of these card elements to them just to enhance the branches, add some more Securas to them. You can see there and there. So that's how that one should look. That's how that one should look. And that one. And then we have the larger one here, which is, there you go, the blank side there. We just added some more card elements here and here. It's just a dab of glue. It's just enough to hold. You ain't got to go mad. This isn't load bear or anything like that. It's just enough to make this hold. And it sets relatively quickly once you've allowed it to dry for a little bit. And then we've made some window elements over here. So the plastic parts, we've added those in there. Again, just a dab of glue on the back. We'll hold that in place. And we've made these two here. Now, the next thing we're doing is we are adding this element here to one of the side walls. It does say to glue it. Now, I'm not convinced that this glue is going to hold this, but there are two tabs as well that are going to go in. So maybe it will hold firm and the glue just kind of holds it in place. I'm going to take a look. I don't like using things that aren't in the pack, certainly for a tutorial, because there's nothing worse than you sit down to do this and go, oh, well, this guy said I need to go out and buy some glue. No, so we'll try and assemble with everything that comes in the pack. So I will see. If it really doesn't, we'll have to look at using a stronger glue. But I think these pins here are going to hold this in place anyway, and the glue's just going to add a bit of extra support. But let's take a look. Okay, so this is the side piece. I mean, again, this is, you can see there. Make sure you're the right way up. If your pagoda's facing the right way up, you're the right way up. And this is going to slot into here and here. So it's these tabs here and here. Now, they are asking us to apply glue, which I find unusual. Because this is a large, it's almost like, it feels like a rubber almost element that is being installed here, and I don't know how effective this glue is going to be on that, but you know what, we'll keep the faith, we'll follow the instructions, then we'll add some anyway. So we're not going to go mad. Again, I just want enough for a bond. So there, and we're going to go around this joint here and here, just enough so it sort of seeps into the wood and creates a bond around the actual tab itself. So some there, just a little underneath there. Spread this around a little. Okay, that's how I want to be. Okay, now I don't reckon this is going to fit straight in. I think this is going to take a little bit of a wiggling, but let's have a look. So start with the bottom one. Yeah, it's snug, real snug, but it's malleable, so it will move. Get this pushed right down. There we go. Yeah, that's never coming off there. It's just not. The glue's just going to help. So that's how we're looking now. We have our wall in, and this is a waterfall. This is going to look lovely when this is done, I think. But there we go. So we have a more 3D element to this one. This is the first time I've used something like this in one of these. I like that. Let's move on. Okay, so we're going to do the pagoda element now. So starting with this part here, we're going to take, this is E55, we're going to take E48, which is this one here. And this is going to slot in like so. These just push to fit. Again, pressure, but not force. So you just kind of squeeze it in. There you go. And then nothing snapped. I hear a lot of, oh, this snapped, this snapped. Pressure is what you're using, not force. And that sounds strange, but you're gonna push these in and try and even out. There we go. So once it's there, you just press down and just slowly increase the pressure. And then you go, see? If you try and force that, you'll snap it. You'll snap it. You don't want to do that. So that's that part. Moving on to the next base. So taking this part here, which is G3, and we're also going to the E57, which is this one. We are going to rest this one on here. Like so. So that's going to go into this slot here. Again, pressure, not force. And that part there as well. Squeeze. There we go. So that's how we're looking. I'm going to take this one. It's going to come through here. It's going to slide forwards. And then we're going to go into this hole here. Oh, there we go. And then pressure, not force. There we go. So that's locked to that one. So taking the next part, E49, that's going to slot in there, like so. E50 into here. Okay. Now we're going to take this piece here. Now lining up your notches, we're going to slot this one in as well. This is the printed sides facing upwards. There we go. So that's how we're looking at this point. Okay, so our steps are glued in nicely there. We're taking this element now and we are adding this one to the front here. So this is, again, we're going to sort of fold this one in. So this is going to, let's get this lined up properly. So there's that slot there. Then we're going to sort of roll back once we're at, there we go. So we're going to sit into these tabs here and here. There we go, that's that one in place, lovely. Now we need E6, which is this one here, and that's going to slot to this section here. There we go, so that'll push that together. Then we're going to use E24. There we go, that works our door. And then we're going to use which was this, E3. Which is going to slot in from below. Then we come up. There we go. So that's how you're looking there. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install this part here. It doesn't matter which way around it goes, it's printed on both sides. So we're going to go into here. Now, again, I can feel this is thin at the base, so be careful with this one. This really is a very easy fit. Wiggle it if you have to, but do not put pressure on this because I don't think it'll take a lot to snap one of these little beams. So once that in, line that one up there and that one up there, and there we have it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install D18 and D19, which is just going to work as some supports for this. And those are going to slot into the top sections here. So starting with D19 on this side, I'll pop that down. There we go. So that's that one in, and then D18 on the opposing side. So slot down there, and this will give you the correct spacing and whatnot for this as well. So these are good. There we go. So that's both of those in. So that's how we're now looking. Okay, so next thing I do is install D6, which is just going to sit on these pins here. Now this is going to go on an angle. I'm expecting this to be snug. There we go. So that's that one on. And now D25 is going to sit over here. Yep. Oh, some important sundry parts, people. You don't want these pieces like that. There we go. Okay, so D25 is going to sit on here. Again, be careful if you pressure it because this looks very easily snappable. We don't want to do that. There we go, so that's D25 in. Now we have made this element here, this roof element. We've added these little pieces to either side. That was simple enough. That is going to sit on top of here. So we're going to thread that through. That seems an awkward way to do this, but that's what I said today. Yeah, we're going to have to ease this through, I think. There we go. I see. There we go. Look at that pin there into there. This one's not easy because we've got to be blind here. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So those are in. That's how we're looking. Happy with that so far. Now there's a lot of elements to add to this around the front. These E16 elements, these little curved pieces, which I believe are going to make like a fence. So I'm just going to get that done. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so we moved on with the pagoda. We've added these fencing elements to the outside of it, and then these two pieces go on the bottom again, just push to fit. Nothing overly complicated about that. Now we're going to add this to the backboard of the book nook. So this is H1. And it's here, so you can see there's the pagoda there, so that gives us a good area to line it up against. I'm hoping we don't have any problems with this one. We shouldn't, but this is just push to fit. There's no glue on this one, and this end it's this tab here and this tab here is what this is attaching to. So I'll just get this one in first. Again, I'm conscious of when you do these assemblies that you... there you go, bits just dropped off mine, that's okay. Put that back on. That's that one there. Let's get this other tab in as well. So that tab's going in there. There we go. Satisfying click. Yeah, I've just lost this piece from that side, that's no problem, I'll put that back on. Okay, so that's that one attached to the board now. You can see where we are. Now we have some elements to add both here and here, which are simple elements that are going to slot in, and we are going to glue those in place. So I'm going to get that done. We'll take a look. So we've added decorative elements. We've added these parts here, the window parts have been all tacked onto the top along here, and wow, it's looking great. It's looking really nice. We've got this twin level pagoda here. It's looking beautiful. Now, we've got all this raw wood. What we're going to do next, we're going to be adding the roofing to this. So, let me grab the roofing. Is these elements here. So we are going to glue these. Don't go mad on the glue, you don't need to. Along here, don't press too hard down on these because you'll bend the corrugation, you don't want that. So we're going to add these to here, 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 and here. And this is really going to pop, I think. So I'll get that done, we'll take a look. And there we go, there's our roofing elements in place. And I mean, that's really coming to life now. I'm loving the colour scheme of this kind of off red, the green, the browns. I think it's looking gorgeous. We're going to add some more elements to this now. We're going to add some of the cloud elements along the bottom here, and we're going to start adding some Sakura to this. So this is this panel complete. We've added the cloud elements here. We've put some more of the Sakuras in, so this will be this side we'll be looking at this through. It's looking lovely, it's looking really nice, but this is this panel complete. When I move on to the panel, we added the rock too. So we added this element. This is a very simple box construction. I didn't need to show you this. This was easy to do. Now we've got a lot of push to fits. So we've got two push to fits here. I'll pop those in whilst we've got the camera rolling. So we've got E4 and E44 and E43. So let's find those. But this is going together lovely. This is going together nice and simple. It's actually quite a joy to build, dare I say it. Up to this point, I mean, let's hope the electrics aren't a nightmare for us. But this has been an absolute pleasure so far. So this is where E43 is going to go, just in here. So we'll slot that one in there like so. And then this one's going to go into the opposing wall. Just here, bit of wiggle, bit snug that one. There we go. So those two go in. We have some side pieces which we're going to clip in here, and then we're going to put in the doorway. So we've been working on this, we've built this very impressive structure, but again, this is all just push to fit, so there's nothing complicated about this at all, and it's gone together very quickly. As I've said before, it's got more of a cartoony edge to it, compared to the other book knits we've done, which have gone for more realism. It's gone for more cartoony look, more dreamy look. And it looks lovely. I think it looks really nice. We are going to be adding, again, the roofing elements to this. sort of bring this to life. So we're going to crack on and do that. We'll take a look. So we've added the roof elements to here, along here as well, along here. We've added some of these stones as well. A few more details, a bit more Sakura blossom. It's been added just up here, one of the ones that we built from earlier. It's looking lovely. We are going to start assembling, so we are going to be putting the baseboard in here, and we're going to touch what I believe is the front onto here as well. So let's take a look at that, and we'll get into it. Okay, so taking our baseboard here, this is going to slot into these sections here, here, and here. Let's see if we can get this to connect nicely. Now this is not wood, this is a plastic base. Now I believe that's because it's going to light up, and I've got a feeling the lights in this one are going to look beautiful. But that's that part done, so that was nice and simple. The next thing we need is our front frame here, and this is going to clip just into this section here and this pin up here. So let's start with getting this snug to there, so we've got something to line up against. Ease that one in. We can just gently fold this round, meet up with this slot here, and there we go. We're starting to get some structure. There is a pin. Yeah, there is. I guess there is a pin just there as well, so let's get that one in. It's really snug. Wow, that's really, really snug. Okay, let's try something else. So I pressure fit that using the back of my flat-headed tweezers. I've just pressure fit that in. That's really, really snug. So be aware of that when you do this. But we're starting to get some shape now, so we're starting to become a book nook. Now we have another cloud element that we're going to just pop in there. I'm just going to glue this one, but we're going to test fit it first, and if it needs gluing, well then we'll glue it. If it doesn't, we won't. And that's where we're going to go into there. I'm going to glue that. Okay, so we're working on these steps next. And then let's take our little cat here, and he's going to slot straight in there. Now, they say glue in, but to be honest with you, it's that snug. He's not going anywhere. So there's our little cat walking up the stairs. Now we're going to attach the steps to these two pins here. So it's those two pins that are going to go in there. I am going to apply some glue to this. Sorry, let me show you where the pin's going. So they are going into these two holes here and here. I'm going to apply some glue, just for, you know, they're saying to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't want to deviate away from the instructions too much. So they say to apply some, so we'll apply some. I'm going to pop some just around the pins. I think just the points. See if we can get a bit of extra bond. I think that'll be plenty. Okay, and we're going to attempt to slot this in. This one's going to be a lot more difficult, I think. I have to get my magnifying goggles out, I think. No need for the goggles. I just I didn't have it lined up properly. Once it's lined up and in, there we go. So we've got the glue bonded to it. So hopefully we're going to let the glue do its thing, let that set, let that take. And that's where our steps now go. So you can see our cat there walking up the steps. Very cute little thing. More cloud elements are going to be applied. So we're going to put a cloud in here. And another one is going to go in here. So we're going to get those done. Okay, so we've added some Sakura blossoms to the base of our book nook here. Now there are little dots on the bottom, so you just put a drop of glue on and you put the Sakura blossoms on there. We've added our clouds in. Now you can see our steps because they're appearing out of the clouds. It's looking lovely. We've added this element of Sakura over here as well, as you can see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on our waterfalls. Now, it's nice and simple. Don't be intimidated by this. But what you need to do is this is the way around this one's going to go. Now you need to make sure, put this one in first, it's going to make life a lot easier. Now there is a slot at the back there. What I would advise doing before you start applying glue, I'll slot this one in and then lean it up about where it's going to go. So we want this one against there like so. So now you know where your glue is going to go. So we're going to put a spot of glue on there and we're going to attach this to it. I'm going to get that done and we'll take a look. So that's how that one's going to go. Now, the larger of the two requires some creative folding. So this is the look you're going for. So you're going to make this S shape. That's how this is going to be. And you are going to slot this one into there like so. And that is going to trail up to here. So let me show you exactly where that goes to. There. And we're just going to pop some glue along there to secure that in place. And that's the waterfalls done. Okay, so here's our mirror board. Let me zoom out there for you. Here's our mirror board. Now, this has got protective film and it has of all the other plastic elements. I'm leaving... Hi, how are you? I'm leaving the protective film on for now because we're going to be working on this side down and it avoids getting any scuffs or scratches on that mirror. So we're going to have that side down. I'm taking our moon. I've already taken the backing off of this one. We're going that way round and we're going to pop it just over there with a little glue to hold that in place. So our moon's glued in. The next thing to do is remove the backing from, our moon's come out. Oh, that glue stick properly. Remove the backing from the mirror. There we go. I need to let this moon dry, seriously. Okay, next thing we do is install a mirror. And that's going to slot in to this tab here, and this tab here. So that's in place for now. We're going to, you can see the effect that's already having. That will be more secure when we get the back on. Okay, so taking the support beam that we've got here, this support beam G2, this is going to go all the way through here. There we go, like so. Then you're going to slide across, slot that in, and that's going to provide some support for our backing board. Not loads yet, but more support than we had. And that's how that works. Just slide in, pull across. Next we're going to make our character. This is the first character we've had in the book, no? But this is the first one we're going to be doing. So taking our base piece here, you'll see I'll put a little splash of glue on there just to hold these in place. We're going to take this element here. This is going to look like a slightly weird construction because it's going to look like you're covering over what you just built, but trust me, this is how it goes. Let's see if we can get this smooth. There we go. So our first one goes on there. Now we are just stacking up, and again, I appreciate this seems unusual, but you'll see why, because not all elements will stack. So you're going to put this one, well, not all elements of the image will clear. It makes sense in a minute, trust me. Because I have done one of these before, but not for a book nook. So you can see the hand is still, the hand of the foot is still exposed there. Next we're going to, again, I'm going to take a little smidge of glue, I don't want loads. Just enough to create a bond. That's it. And then I'm going to pop this one on. Go. And now we're again take another wooden piece that's this one. Let's slot this one over. Like so. So make it a giant sandwich basically. And then we have the last piece, which is this one here. So we need to make sure this one definitely bonds. There we go. And I'm going to pop that one in place. Line that one up. And there's our girl, there she is. I suppose we better add to the nook now. So use the element that we built right at the start. We've added our girl too here. Now we are going to be adding lights to this. Now, there are two different kinds of bulb. We have this bulb here, and we have the rounder bulb here. We're using this one. So this is the bulb we're going to be using. So I'm going to untangle that. And I'm going to straighten these wires out. Now, again, don't sweat the wiring, okay? It's a lot simpler than it looks. I appreciate the instructions can be a little confusing and the English isn't great, but I'll say this, Real Life's English is a lot better than my my Mandarin. So, you know, we'll figure this out. It's not worth getting stressed about. It's, it can all be fixed, it can all be repaired. Right, so here is the bulb that we're working with. So we need another element as well. We need D39 and D48. So let me get those ready. So that's how this element is. So that's how you need to be. Next we're going through the tree. So we're going to thread all of this through our tree here. We're going to go through this hole here and slot it in place. Okay, so the next place our wires are going to go through this hole in the mirror here. So it's getting a little fiddly, but I don't think it's going to be impossible to do. Again, I'm going to try and do them both at the same time. So I'm going to slot them through the hole. There we go. Let's get them over the tree. I'm going to pull this element up as we pull our wires through. Okay, I'm going to slot this one into place in the back. So there are two slots here, that's where we're going to go. And this bulb will be hidden by the tree. Okay, so now we have these threaded through here. We're going to go through this hole at the bottom here. And again, we're going to pull straight through. So we can go with the black one first, grab that and pull that through. There you go. So black, pull that through. Red, I'm going to try and stop these from crossing over too much. So then red goes this side. And just pop that one through. Grab and pull. There we go. So there's a through. So we spin around and we can see our girls on our island there. This is how we're looking. Okay, so we've made the roof element for this. The final plastic vinyl sheeting goes in. You can see we've got the securers on top there, and they're just held into place with these pins from the D sheet. Now we are going to put this in already, which is weird. I mean, it's unusual that we do it this way. We've not, of all the book nooks I've not done one where this has been the last thing that goes on. But this is new. So I'm going to clock that into place like so. I'm going to line up with the mirror board as well, so that fits into the pins there. Okay, so this is where our second bulb's going to go. We're taking this, there's the back piece here. We've made this element here, and that's how your bulb needs to look. I'm going to drape the wires all the way down here. Now, same as the other two wires, these two wires are going to go through this hole here, and then we're going to attach the back onto this, like so. And that bulb is going to illuminate the moon. Okay, so we've set up our LED lights to our base panel here. That's how these go. Around there, they're locked in with these pins here. Follow the trail around, and they pop through there. That's all you're doing with that one. We've also installed the touch panel and the battery box. Now, let me show you how that goes. So this is where our touch panel is going to go, and you can see which way round we go there. It holds in with this piece here, and that's all you got to do with that one. It holds it in, that's it. Now we're going to pop this bottom piece on, and we're going to, I think we're about to wire up the lighting. Okay, so now we finally wire these up. We've got all of our wires coming through the bottom here, and we have our other wire coming through here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the covers from the ends of these three. So it's the three reds there, and this red here. Remove the cover of that one. Now all we're going to do is we're going to get these lined up as best as we can. And we're going to take this one as well. So it's all four of the reds. And we are going to twist them together. So taking your wires, twist them together. So we're going to turn 4 wires into 1 wire. That's one. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the black wires. And then we're going to see if this works. Okay, so this is now our bottoms now looking. So we've taped down the wires. So that's all, they're all secured. So we've taped those off as well. So we've got no exposed wires. Tape these to the bottom. And now what we need to do is put the other panel that we made first onto the side of here. We're pretty much done. So we've stuck this element to the front as well. Now we've added the other side. And we've added the name, Fallen Secure there. And that is Fallen Secure complete. Let's have a closer look at it. So that is Fallen Secure complete, and I really like it. I really like this one. It's beautiful. It really is. It's gorgeous. Have that floor glow. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I was concerned that they'd dumbed down. Right, I was worried that there'd been complaints about the complexity of some of these, and maybe they'd gone, okay, let's go easier. And I will say this: it is a simpler construction. I'd say of the 5 that we've built to date, I would say this is the easiest. I'd say as the wiring goes, definitely, because there's no sort of yellows or white wires. It's just red and black. There's no complexity to where they go. They just go through those holes time together. Those LEDs are another element. That the way the floor lights up is gorgeous. It really is. And I'm very impressed with this. I really am. I think this is beautiful. I wasn't expecting much from it, but this is really nice. This is right up there. I don't know if it's my favourite one, but I think it could be. It's really nice. I really like this. Now, I did say I have spoken to the people at Road Life because I wanted to know, is there any more of these been popular? So what are we getting next? And then Fallen Secure is the first one they've released in 2023. They are releasing 3 more in 2023. There's at least 3. There could be a fifth, sorry, in total. And they did tell me what the next one is. So they've not given me the name of it, but they've told me what it is and given me a description of it. So the next one is a garden-themed book nook. So everything in it is going to be garden-themed. It's going to be trees and flowers and plants, and that's what it's going to be. And it's got a kind of almost like a fairy tale aspect to it. And I'm looking forward to that one. I do want more, right? So and I've said this before. I do want more variety, and I want more in theme with book themes, book categories. That's what I'd like to see. I would like to see a kitchen-based one for cookbooks. So if you wanted one in the kitchen with cookbooks, you could have that. I'd like to see a crime scene book nook. I'd like to see a horror book nook. I'd like to see a sci-fi book nook. I'd like to see a thriller book nook. You know, I'd like to see as many of the genres we can, and I would like to see a fairy tale, an outright fairy tale one. I'd like to see a fantasy one, almost like a dungeon or something like that, or dragons. I'd like to see as much variety as we can get to these book nooks. I will be building them all. But that's, regardless of what they release, I'm going to be getting them. So I just enjoy these so much. That one took about 4 hours to build. And I just think it's a beautiful thing. So it's worth the buy. If you are new to book nooks and you're thinking, which one should I get? This is a good one. This is a really good one to get because the actual build itself isn't overly complicated. The wiring is the simplest wiring of all of them that I've done. And I would say that one's an absolute winner. I think it's gorgeous. I really do. That's all from me. If you've got any questions, if you have any problems with your lights on this one or any of the book nooks, because all the book nooks are on my channel, so you can go find them. There is a playlist with them all in, including a wrap up of all the 2022 nooks. So if you have any problems with the lights, if you have any problems with any of the build, message me, we will answer you. So you can either pop it in the comments or you can contact us at buildwiththeboys@outlook.com. If it's a more complicated problem, email me, because I get a lot of I've got a part that doesn't work. I'm like, okay, well, I need more. So email me, send me pictures, send me video of what it is you haven't got working. And I promise you I'll get back to you and I'll help you out everywhere I can to get yours working. That's all from me. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe, because we have got more coming up on the channel, including more Row-Life builds, more Roka builds, and also some of the big scale model that we do, including a Disney Dolls house, which we're building over here. It's a beautiful thing. A Batman Tumbler, the Infinity Gauntlet, Ecto 1, the Titanic. We've got loads. There's something for everybody. And we love having you along for the journey. So if you can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and be part of our little community. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and I'll catch you very soon for more from Building with the Boys. I'll see you then.